So let's just start with a basic C chord. We're not going to change chords at all. And you really have to memorize the right hand pattern for this song. It's very simplistic in its nature, it really is. But getting it smooth and flowing, it may take a minute or two. So something to keep in mind is that you want to use your thumb for both strings 5 and 4. That'll change to 6 and 4 depending what chord you're using, specifically in the pre-chorus and chorus. And just practice going from one to the next. Notice when I play string 5, my thumb rests on 4. When I play 4, it bounces back up to 5. It's just preparation. Plus it keeps your thumb from going a little squirrely on you and thus affecting your index and middle finger. So now the pattern. Now let's try playing it just a little quicker. When learning this song, it's important to realize the melody for the introduction is very simplistic. The chord changes may throw you off a little bit depending where that melody note falls, but don't let that fool you. The melody is going to be C, C, B, B, D, D, C, C, B. It just cycles through that. The ending of the introduction. So here's the introduction for the song. Next is the verse. Notice a couple of times in there the melody shifted up to the first string. Specifically on the second measure, we come into it originally. Just that one time, I use my A finger to pull that note out. Then again in the next measure. D minor 7, we move up to the first string twice and again. Now we're going to take a look at the chorus. Then you're back again to the start of the next verse. Song's very repetitive once you get the feel of it. So once again, here's the chorus. Awkward fingering there on the left hand, but certainly doable. Now the next one, the A minor, just reach for that pinky to pick up the A minor over G. this next part with the little hammer on in here, I start with the whole chord fretted. Gives it a little more support. Some people like to do it without. Some people like to fret the chord and then hammer. I tend to try and get these two fingers down prior to hammering, just simply because it keeps the guitar a little stable and something a little more to hammer into, if you would, without being stuck out in the middle of nowhere with nothing to help. Here we come to the second ending, and it's very similar to the interlude and the accompaniment for the solo portion. So we're up here in the 5th position using fingers 3 and 1 for frets 7 and 5. The first chord is this shape that I'm showing you and just spoke of. The second measure, you literally just switch the fingers and strings. So here I'm on string 4, 7th fret, string 3, 3rd fret. I change that. Now I'm on the first finger is now on string 4 at the 5th fret. Third finger is on string 3 at the 7th fret. The third measure of this second ending, and similar to the interlude, is just taking this shape down here in the 5th position, moving it into the 3rd. Very simple. The fourth measure of the second ending, you just pick up that 3rd fret on string 2 using a bar. Trick is not to go from this first chord with the open 2nd string, lift it off, put the bar down, lift it off, put a very, very inefficient use of energy. So just lift up this finger for the bar, lay it back down. Very simple. So here's the second ending.